Hey there, everyone. It's Weather for Weather Geeks time. Sorry I'm getting to this a little later than usual today. We had some maintenance going on here in the weather office earlier that prevented me from recording this at the usual time, but here we go, and yeah, it's cool outside again today, no surprise. We're almost to the end of the month, and this is the way the temperature anomaly map is shaping up for July. Your eye is certainly drawn to all of the cool weather from the front range of the Rockies up through about the Appalachian Mountains. That includes us here in Northeast Ohio and Western Pennsylvania, where we're a couple or a few degrees below average for the month as a whole. The biggest departures from average in the green out here in the Midwest and down into parts of the Mississippi Valley. So it has been cool, and it's going to stay below average for the next couple of days, it looks like. As far as how does this compare to previous Julys here in Youngstown, right now we are tied for 10th place on the list of coolest Julys on record with an average temperature of 68.4. Very recently, we've had some cool Julys, though. Look at this, 2009, 67.4, and even in the year 2000, exactly 67 degrees for the month of July. So even since, the turn of the century, we've had some cool Julys, much like this one. Even last year was cooler than average by a little bit, especially at the end of the month. We had some cool weather last year. All right, so here in the 4 o'clock hour on this Tuesday afternoon, here's what's cooking out there. I'm going to take off the satellite for just a second. Here's the upper level wind flow. I've got the temperatures, the radar up here, and the upper level wind flow. Big upper level low pressure system over Hudson Bay. There's a ridge of high pressure over the southwest. And yeah, so the pattern is big hot ridge in the west, big, cool, deep trough here in the eastern U.S. That is why it is so abnormally cool. The clouds have been persistent today. That has also kept a lid on temperatures. Here's how things are looking now. It's brightening up a little compared to what we had earlier in the day. That has allowed temperatures to rise a little bit. We were stuck at about 63 earlier this afternoon. Now we've bumped up to 65 at the Youngstown Warren Airport, 66 in Newcastle, and touching 70 over towards Akron, Canton. So a little bit of clearing going on now, but look at the radar off to the west. We've got some showers, and yes, there's some lightning and thunder with this out across northern Indiana, heading into Michigan as well. And this will be pivoting our way as we head through the overnight, and I think late tonight, and heading into tomorrow, especially tomorrow afternoon, we could see a resurgence of showers and maybe some thunder as well. So that'll be coming up for the midweek period on Wednesday. Nationwide, you can easily pick out where the hot ridge is. Look at all those 100-plus readings down in the southwest. Also into Texas, it's approaching 100 in many places. But it's well below average, Midwest, Northeast, Great Lakes, down into the Deep South this afternoon. All right, so let's focus on the chances for wet weather here in the near term. We'll, as we usually do, bring up the highest resolution short-range model we have. That's called the Rapid Refresh model. And this will show us generally what the radar will look like. Fast forward a couple of hours here. Let's see here. Get the latest version up and fast forward a couple of hours to 6 o'clock this evening. Here's that band of showers moving through Detroit down towards Fort Wayne, Indianapolis at around that time. So if you have outdoor plans this evening, Indians are back home this evening. The Scrappers are at home. We're going to get in baseball in pretty good shape, I think, although towards the end of the Indians game, the showers might try to slip into Cleveland. This is 9 o'clock this evening, and then go forward one more hour here to 10 o'clock. This is when there could be a couple of showers around Progressive Field in downtown Cleveland for that Indians game. But in Niles for the Scrappers game, don't have to worry about rain unless the game goes to 15 innings or something this evening. So that's 10 o'clock this evening. Let's roll into the middle of the night tonight, midnight, 2 a.m. A lot of these will start to fizzle away. We're going to allow for a shower or a sprinkle here overnight past midnight, but the coverage will not be as high as earlier in the evening off to our west. The loss of the daytime heating will diminish those. Here's tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Could be a shower around at that point. I guess I kind of doubt it, though. I think it's more likely tomorrow afternoon. Switching sources here, and let's show you tomorrow afternoon, middle of the afternoon here. This is when I think things will start to get a little more active. About 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon here. Scattered showers around the region. And while this model doesn't paint anything over Youngstown, I could see where there could be something around. Here's 5 o'clock tomorrow evening. We're going to allow for a shower or even a thunderstorm or two during the afternoon and evening hours for tomorrow. So keep that in mind. Columbiana County Fair, if you're mowing, if you're doing anything outdoors tomorrow, shower, even a thunderstorm possibility once we head into the afternoon and the evening on our Wednesday. And the clouds, Threat for precipitation will keep temperatures below average once again. All right, let's head towards the end of the week then. Here's Thursday. And what you see going on here on the GFS model is a lot of light green. This is more, one of those situations where the bark is a little worse than the bite, I think. I think there'll be some clouds around. But as long as we have this big, deep upper level low spinning around the northern Great Lakes, we're going to have a hard time keeping a mostly sunny sky, and I think occasionally there might be a sprinkle or a shower. We're going to throw in a 20% chance of a shower on Thursday. Friday looks like a similar day to me. Again, the atmosphere is going to be just unstable enough where I can't rule out that somebody gets a quick shower, but the coverage will not be as high as what's shown on the model here. Now, I think over the weekend, our chances for some showers will start to increase because of the orientation of our upper-level trough off to the west. It's going to start to pull in. Whoops. It's going to start to pull in some precipitation here, some shower activity. And I think that I just changed the resolution on my... Here, let's bring this back down. Apologize for that. It's going to start to change the tune of things here on Saturday with some moisture getting pulled into that trough. I think there's a better chance to get wet here. Here's Saturday evening. Scattered showers and storms. The chance will be higher than Thursday and Friday. Sunday, we're back to, I think, real spotty activity. I think Saturday is the wetter half of the weekend. This is a frustrating pattern for meteorologists because we can't hang our hat on too many real significant features in the longer range. There's going to be kind of just this real hit or miss stuff that, do we call it a 20% chance? Do we call it a 30% chance? 40%? Those are real tough calls. Bottom line for the weekend is Saturday, I think, has the higher risk of seeing some wet weather. All right, so it's been a cool July. What's August look like? Well, this is the latest version of the climate forecast system for August. This is an average of the last 7 runs of this model. So that we're not just looking at one run here. It's an average of the last 7. As you can see, it's not pointing towards a lot of warm air across the country in August. Some warm days, no doubt, but the month as a whole forecasted to be below average, Rocky Mountains, and through parts of the east as well. So, there's going to be some warm, even hot days in August, but right now odds are favoring the month as a whole being at or a little below average temperature-wise. Precipitation-wise, I think the odds are favoring a fairly typical August. Now, as in any month in the summer, precipitation amounts will probably be quite variable, as they've been this month. At the Youngstown Warren Airport, it has not been a real abnormal month precipitation-wise, but in Mercer County especially, in parts of Trumbull County, the northern half of Trumbull, and also down into Columbiana County, there's been spots that have had way above average rain for the month. So it just depends on where you are, where those thunderstorms decide to set up. All right, that is weather for Weather Geeks on this Tuesday. We'll see you back here tomorrow afternoon. In the meantime, be sure to watch 21 News tonight at 6 and 11 for my latest forecast.